Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, welcome to the course of Artificial Intelligence. Today we will discuss lecture number 12 and the main topic of the lecture is expert systems. This is your teacher Tariq Aziz, lecturer at Institute of IT, Kohat University, HANGU-CAMPUS. So let's move on to the agenda. Dear students, in today's lecture, first of all we will discuss that what is expert systems, and then we will compare human expert with the expert system, and after that we will try to understand that what are the roles of an expert system, and after that we will look at some of the applications of expert system, and finally we will look at the structure of the expert system. So let's move on to the first topic, which is the introduction of expert system. Dear students, expert system are shortly we can say ES. These are basically intelligent programs, and it's one of the popular and useful application area in artificial intelligence. So let me clear that expert system is one of the important and one of the main application area of artificial intelligence. Like the problem solving is one of the main area in artificial intelligence, then knowledge representation and reasoning. So similarly, expert system is also an important application area, or we can say it's the main topic with respect to artificial intelligence. Now the second point says that we already discussed the knowledge representation and reasoning, which is shortly known as KRR. So we have to benefit from knowledge representation and reasoning. So it says that it is instructive to study expert system to see a practical manifestation of the principles learned there. Now we already discussed knowledge representation and reasoning, and we said that to build an intelligent agent, it is very necessary that we can represent the knowledge in those intelligent agents, and then these agents they should also be capable of reason, so they can produce new information. We discussed these concepts in knowledge representation and reasoning. Now, if we want the practical aspect of knowledge representation and reasoning, then expert system is the case. So basically, expert system, these are intelligent programs. And now we will look at the knowledge representation and reasoning with respect to expert system, that how expert system represent knowledge and how expert system then reason, then perform reasoning to deduce new information. Okay, so dear students, now before going into the other topics, it is important to understand that what is an expert basically. So before defining the expert system, it is very necessary that we should understand the expert. Now, the second point says that to be an expert, these following characteristics must be or should be included in the expert, or we can say that to be an expert are those people who claim to be an expert, they should possess these characteristics. Now, the first characteristic is that an expert possess specialized knowledge in a certain area. So, for example, if we take the example of a medical domain, then we have different doctors, we have different specialist doctors. They have specialized knowledge in certain area of medical domain. Okay, so an expert, they possess specialized knowledge in certain area. Then the second characteristic is that then that an expert, it also possess experience in the given area. So if you look at the medical domain again, then a doctor, when he worked in a hospital, let's say for 5 years or for 6 years, if he served in a hospital, then we say that this guy has some experience in the. So the expert, they must possess some experience in a given area. Like I said that, let's say if if someone is an expert in the brain anatomy, so definitely he will possess some experience in this medical domain. Now the third characteristics is that the expert, they provide, or they can provide an explanation of their decisions. So let's say if someone asks question, or if someone want to know about the decisions of the expert system, then about the decisions of an expert, then an expert, they are capable of providing some explanation of their decision. And the fourth and final characteristic is that the expert have a skill set that enables them to translate the specialized knowledge gained through experience into solutions. So an expert is not a person who has just knowledge and then he is not able to use his knowledge to make some solutions or to make some decisions. Rather, an expert have some special skills, and they are capable of translating their specialized knowledge which they got from their experience into solutions. So to be an expert, these experts must possess these characteristics, or we can say, if any person or if anybody possess these characteristics, these four characteristics, then we say that this person is an expert. Okay. Now, dear students, what is the expert system then? So here the definition of the expert system is provided by the Durkin, and Durkin says that an expert system is a computer program designed to model the problem solving ability of a human expert. So we can say that an expert system is basically an intelligent program, and it is capable of solve problem like the human expert solve problem. Okay. And now, dear students, the second point says that to solve problem, what this expert system will need then. So it says that the aspects of human experts that expert system model are, one of them is knowledge and the second one is reasoning. So let me summarize the concept again, that if we want an expert system to solve a problem, then they must need two things. One of them is the knowledge of the humans, and the other thing is the reasoning capabilities of humans. So if we provide these two things to a program, then we can say that this is an intelligent program and this is our expert system. Okay. So this is the definition of expert system. Now, dear students, here in this the next topic is, now we want to compare the human expert with the expert system. So the table here, this table, with the help of this table, we will perform some comparison. Now here the second point says that while look at these consideration, you have to think about a doctor or a weather expert. Okay. So just think about this table in terms of a doctor or in terms of a weather expert. Now, what are the issues? So these are the issues: availability, and this is our human expert, and this is the expert system. So the first issue is, or the first key performance indicator is the availability. So now human expert, they are not available in every geographic location. Their availability is limited. So for example, if I am an expert, then at the same time I will be available at one city. It's not possible that I will be available in two different cities at the same time. So that's why the availability of human expert is limited, while expert system, as we said, that this is our intelligent program, so it can be available anywhere and it will be available always. Okay. The second parameter is geographical location. Again, expert system is locally available. It's not possible that expert system will be available in different cities at the same time. But expert system, it's a program, it's an intelligent program. You can install this program anywhere you want. The third parameter is the safety considerations. Which one is safe? So, with respect to human expert, they are not safe. If some expert die, then definitely we cannot replace this expert. But with respect to expert system, as we said again and again, that these are intelligent programs. If the one program is not working, or if there is a problem in the program, so it can be replaced easily. But human expert, they cannot be replaced. They are irreplaceable. Okay. And the fourth one is the durability. So it means that the dependency here is depends on individual. Okay. Definitely, uh, the expert, if he is cooperative, then we can make an intelligent program. Okay. So it totally depends upon the individual. Okay. But here, the expert system, they are non perishable. Then our fifth indicator is the performance. So performance of human expert will be variable, because human, there are a lot of needs associated with human. They have to sleep, they have to eat. Okay. They have to go for prayer, they have families, etc., etc. So all these necessity of life, or we can say necessities of life, is associated with human expert. So that's why their performance will be variable. Sometimes their performance will be high, but sometimes their performance will be low, sometimes their performance will be average, etc., etc. But with respect to expert system, its performance will always be high, unless until there is some error in the program. So the sixth one is the speed. Again, speed of the expert, human expert, is variable. As we said, that he can tire. Okay. A lot of needs or necessities is associated with the human expert. So definitely there will be the speed of the human expert. Sometimes it will be high, sometimes it will low, sometimes it will be average. But with respect to expert system, the speed of the expert system will always be high, again, until unless there are some errors in the program. What about the cost? Okay, cost of human expert is high. Okay. Because we know that humans are very important. So if some expert is died, and definitely the cost of the expert is high. Dear students, let me explain that how we build these expert system. As we said, that these are the intelligent programs. So if you have a human expert, then you have to contact this human expert. You have to take the knowledge of this human expert. You have to understand the reasoning capability of this human expert. Then you will be able to build this intelligent program. If there are no human experts, then there are no expert systems. That's why the cost of the expert system, human experts, are high. Whether the cost of the expert system as it is programmed, so relatively, or as compared to human expert, their cost will be low. So the second last issue is the learning ability. With respect to human expert, their learning abilities are variable, and it's high, because there will be changes in their learning abilities, definitely, because humans, we have, as we said, that different things are associated with humans. They have families, they sometimes they tire, and they have other necessities of life, needs of life. So definitely, sometimes they will learn quickly, sometimes they will learn slowly, etc., etc. So that's why the learning ability of human experts is variable and high. But the learning ability of the expert system is low. Finally, what about the explanation? If we need explanation from the human expert, then this explanation will be variable. Sometimes human expert will explain things very good, sometimes it will explain things average, on average basis. Sometimes the explanation will not be as much good as we want. So that's why the explanation of the human expert will be variable, while the expert system explanation will be exact, because it's a intelligent program. So, dear students, this was all about the comparison between the human expert and the expert system. Now, dear students, the next topic is the roles of an expert system. There are two roles of expert system, or we can say two main roles of expert system. One of them is the replacement, and the other one is the assistance. And we will look at these roles of expert system one by one with the help of example. So the first role of the expert system is the replacement of expert. Okay, what does it mean? It means that we can replace the expert with the expert system in certain situations. For example, sometimes it is not very practical in some situations, but feasible in others. Like, consider the drastic situations where safety or location is an issue. For example, mission to Mars. Now we know that maybe there is, and we know that there is no life on Mars. So if we send a human expert to the Mars, then his life could be in danger. His life could be in stake on stake. So definitely now it will be very feasible that we replace the expert with an expert system, and then we launch or we send this expert system on a mission to Mars to collect the data or whatever our requirement is. So this is the first example. The second example is that there could be some geographical locations if where we cannot send an expert, because again his life could be in danger. So the example is the volcanic areas. Now volcanic areas, we know about them, that they are very dangerous areas. We cannot risk the life of the expert in those areas, okay, or in these areas. So again, we can replace the expert with an expert system, and then we can send the expert system to these areas to collect the data or whatever our requirements are. So this is the first role of expert system. Now, dear students, here one of the real life example of an oil exploration company, which was a France based oil exploration company, and this company maintains the number of oil wells all over the world. Now they had a problem with respect to drills, and occasionally their drill was become stuck. So this typically occurs when the drill hits something that prevents it from turning. The problem is that delays occur, and due to these delays, huge losses was expected, or this company bears huge losses. So the solution was they call for experts, and then expert they arrive at the scene to investigate the problems, that what's the problem, and then after removing this problem, they continue to dig the oil well. So the company, they thought that it's a very bothering process, that we have to wait for an expert to come, and then expert when it come to the site, then he has to investigate the problem and then correct the problem. So huge losses with respect to monetary values, or we can say huge losses, financial losses. Okay, so they thought that we should deploy the expert system. Now, the solution to this problem was the expert system, and then a system was developed. An expert system was developed, and the name of this expert system was Drilling Advisor. And the company who for whom this expert system was developed is Elf Equintain. I may not pronounce the name correctly, but you can search the internet for this name. So in 1983, for this company, an expert system was developed with the name Drilling Advisor. Now, after that, the losses or the huge losses of the company, they were saved. Okay, so this is the practical application of the replacement of expert with the expert system. Now, dear students, the second role of the expert system is the assisting expert. So there are many areas where we need to assist our human expert. So for this reason, expert systems can be used. Now here it says that assisting an expert is most commonly found role of an expert system. Now what's the goal? The goal is to aid an expert in routine tasks. For example, I am an expert and I have different routine tasks. So if I want to increase my productivity, then I can get assistance from expert system. I have to develop an expert system, and then this expert system can provide me assistance. So by doing this, I can increase my productivity. The second thing is to manage a complex situation. We can get assistance from the expert systems, and these expert systems, they may itself draw on experience of other individuals. Like I said before, that how we develop expert system, first of all we need an expert. So then we have to contact this expert, we have to gain a knowledge of the, we have to take the knowledge of the expert, we have to represent this knowledge in knowledge base, we have to learn the reasoning capability of this expert, and then we will be able to develop an expert system. So here it says that we can use expert system to provide assistance in solving a complex situation, and in this case the expert system itself ha- can be a lot of experience of other individuals, okay, possibly more than one. We can we can take the knowledge of more than one experts, let's say 4 or 5 experts, and then we can develop an expert system. So dear students, now what's the advantage of such a expert system? They can overcome shortcomings. How to they can overcome shortcomings by recalling the relevant information. So what's the practical example of such an expert system? XCon is one of the expert system which is used to assist the expert, okay. So these were the two roles of the expert system. We can use expert system to replace an expert, and also if an expert need some assistance, then we can develop an expert system which will provide assistance to these experts. Now dear students, this is enough for today's lecture. From the next lecture we will explain different applications of expert system. Thank you so much.